Yeah, so this deck is not good. It's not good at all. It's inconsistent, it's not fun. There is absolutely no reason to play this deck, but it exists, I guess, and some people want to play it for some reason. So here it is. This is a free-to-play version of Imitation FTK. The deck itself isn't very expensive, even if with the other slightly more expensive cards. Those are mainly just more draw engines. For example, the spellbook engine is mainly where the cost of the deck comes from. Imitation itself is free to obtain, one-time passcode is a rare from a main box, Psychic Blade is free to obtain, and probably the only expensive card within the combo itself is Concentrating Current. So if you don't know how this deck works, so basically what this deck does is Imitation is a card that burns your opponent by destroying a token that you control. It actually doesn't have to be your token, it just destroys any token. So it can destroy a token that itself makes, because when it destroys a token, it makes a token on its own with the same amount of attack as the token that it destroys, and it deals the half of the attack of that token that you destroyed. But we will get to that later. Basically, we're using Imitation to burn your opponent. So this is a deck. The extra deck is completely useless. We are playing Free Link Disciples just because in case our opponent is playing Ibli and we are going second, we still have an out to that, but other than that, we're not using the extra deck. And for the actual deck, we're playing 3 copies of Battle Boxer Veil. It's not part of the combo, but if we go first and we didn't draw combo, we could stall for 1 additional turn, and hopefully in our next turn we will have combo. And also because Battle Boxer Veil heals after you take damage, it also triggers your skill, which helps you potentially reshuffle your hand and exchange some bad cards into your combo pieces. And next is Psychic Blade. You can pay life points in multiples of 100, and you can equip this card to a monster, and that monster gains attack and defense equal to the amount that you paid. And notably, this is a hard once per turn, so you can only activate 1 copy of this card during your turn. And you will always pay 2,000 life points. And this not only gives your monster 2,000 attack, which is really important for the combo, it also triggers a skill, so you have a chance to shuffle your bad cards and exchange them for potentially cards that you need. Next is Imitation, the main card that actually deals the effect damage. You can target a token in the monster zone, destroy it, and if you do, you special summon a masked token with the same amount of attack and defense to your opponent's field, and then you inflict damage equal to half of that monster's attack. So yeah, you will usually activate 2 copies of this card because it's not once per turn, or you will have a token with 8,000 attack and activate this card and burn your opponent for 4,000. And the way we will have our token going up to 8,000 attack is with a Concentrating Current, because it can target 1 face of monster you control, and it gains attack equal to its current defense. And because Psychic Blade also boosts our monster's defense, we will be able to essentially double its attack from 4,000 to 8,000, and that will be enough burn damage to actually kill our opponent in the first turn. And finally, our last combo piece is a one-time passcode. This is the spell card that actually generates the token for us to destroy. It basically summons a token for free. It has 2,000 attack and 2,000 defense, and which is really important because they add up to exactly 4,000. So if you activate Psychic Blade, you can boost the token's attack to 4,000 as well as its defense to 4,000. And if you activate a Concentrating Current, you can add the defense onto its attack, which means it gets 8,000 attack, and that's enough for lethal. And finally, we have 3 copies of Reload and 3 copies of Magical Mallet. These are just spell cards that shuffle your hand if you go second, and have an extra card in your hand, because this combo does require 4 cards in your hand, so you can't use Reload or Magical Mallet during your first turn. you will need a imitation, psychic blade, or a concentrating current, plus one-time passcode, and a fourth card, which could be a second copy of imitation or a copy of concentrating current. Basically, that allows you to have a token with high enough attack for your imitation to destroy and deal enough effect damage. So basically, you will always need 4 cards for your combo to actually work. That means you can't use reload or mallet during your first turn, because if you use it, you're actually losing 1 card every time you shuffle back your entire hand, because it doesn't shuffle itself, so you only have 3 cards left in your hand, which means you don't have enough cards to actually do your combo. So it's only actually good during your second turn, during turn 2, if you're going second, or for some reason you don't have the combo pieces in your hand during your first turn, and you have to wait for another turn, and these will be good in that situation. And skill is Switcheroo. You should be pretty familiar with the skill. If your life points decrease by 1,000, you can return a card from your hand to your deck and draw another card. So our Psychic Blade actually triggers our skill, so it gives us a opportunity to exchange bad cards to potentially good cards in our hand. And normally in this moment I will show you a expensive version of the deck, but the deck is pretty similar even with the expensive version, and the only difference is that you will be playing Into the Void, which is an ultra rare spell that basically draws you a free card, and you will also play the Spellbook engine, which will be using a Spellbook of Knowledge to draw 2, as well as a 2 copies of Prophecy and 2 copies of Secrets to search it. And because this deck doesn't use its normal summon, you can use it on your Spellbook to draw cards from your deck, and hopefully you will draw into your combo pieces and be able to FTK. So yeah, that's basically the deck. I will explain the combos a bit. I actually already did, but basically your first step will be activating one-time passcode to have a token on your field. Next up, you will want to boost its attack. Ideally, you will want to have a Psychic Blade plus a Concentrating Current, and that will have its attack to 8,000, and then you can use Imitation on that token to burn your opponent for 4,000. Or you could alternatively have a passcode, and then you have either Psychic Blade or Concentrating Current for your token to be 4,000, and then you will use 2 copies of your Imitation, because Imitation gives your opponent a token, which means you have your second Imitation to pop the token that the first Imitation made, and that will be 2,000 damage times 2, and that will also be enough for lethal. Anyway, let's have a look at the replays. I feel like I don't need to stress this enough, but this deck is not good. It's bricky, it's very inconsistent, it loses a lot of the times going second, and it's just not fun. In this replay, we are going second. Our opponent does have 2 set cards, but we do have combos, so we're going to activate a one-time passcode, activate Psychic Blade, boost its attack and defense, concentrating current to make its attack 8,000, activate Imitation. And that's it. That's the game. The end. Yep. That is it. It's not fun at all. Don't play this deck.